Hi, welcome all. Today we will discuss about communication, the process and the elements of communication. So first of all, let us define what is communication. Communication is the process of transmitting information from one person to another person by transferring ideas through a channel. So in this definition, you can clearly see that communication is the process of transferring ideas, passing information between two persons, passing information from one person to another person by transferring ideas through a channel. A channel is also needed for transmitting information between two persons. What are the elements of the communication, or what is the process of communication? There are 7 elements in the process of communication. First one is a sender. Then the sender encodes its ideas. The encoded ideas are transformed in the form of a message. Message is delivered to a receiver. A receiver decodes its messages, and a feedback is also there. Receiver gives the feedback into the sender, and the noise is the disturbances during the communication process. So let us discuss each and every elements of the communication process. The elements of the communication process. The first element is the sender. Sender is the person who sends the ideas to another person. There is an idea, or there is a information in your mind. You want to communicate this idea or the information with another person. You are the sender. Next element is the message. Message is the content which is communicated, which is to be communicated. The message may be your idea. The message may be your feeling. The message may be your any finding or suggestion or guidelines or an order from you to another person. So this any of this message, it may be the content of your message. That message you want to communicate, that you want to pass from you to another person. That is any of this feeling, idea, finding, suggestion, guideline, or order. Any of this may be the content of the message. Then the encoding. Encoding is the process of transforming the idea of your message in the form of symbols, words, actions, or any other graphical representations. There is an idea in your mind. There is a feeling in your mind, or there's a finding or a suggestion or a guidance or an order in your mind. You want to transform this idea into form of a message. You want to transform this feeling in your mind in the form of a message, in the form of an understandable message to another person. See, some persons, when you chat with them or you talk with them, they will give you only an expression. They will send you only an emoji, a happiness emoji, or a happiness symbol of happiness, a symbol of angry, or a symbol of disappointment. So it's a symbol, it is a feeling, or it is a idea in his mind. He sends that in the form of a symbol or a word or an action or any other graphical representation. So whatever in your mind, you want to convert that feeling or an idea in the form of a symbol or word or action through which you are transforming the idea. Okay, and it is an understandable form also. So it is known as encoding. Then the channel is the route through which encoded message is delivered to the sender, by the sender to the receiver. So you have a message, you have an idea in your mind, you have encoded that idea in the form of a message. Now you want to send that message. How you will send? You will choose an appropriate channel. Through that channel you will send the message. It may be WhatsApp, it may be Gmail, it may be direct communication, whatever the appropriate channel you will choose, and you will choose that channel. So that route through which the communication is passed, it is known as channel. Then the receiver is the person to whom the message has been delivered. The sender sends the message through a channel. To whom? To the receiver. The receiver receives that message. Decoding. Decoding is the next element. Decoding is the process of translating and interpreting the delivered message into an understandable language by the receiver. So you received a message from a person. How you will decode it? You got a message, a symbol of happiness or disappointment, or some dots while you are chatting with a person. You got some dots. What is the meaning of that? Maybe according to the situation, it has a different meaning. Or you are traveling, you are driving, you saw a symbol, go to a right or a left or a straight. It's only a symbol. How you decode? Your brain will decode, interpret that message. Seeing that symbol, your brain will decode that message. So how your brain has already lots of information in your brain. Your brain will decode the information which sees or which hears, which you listens, which you hears, which you hear or listen. Your brain will decode it. So it is that process is known as decoding. Next is feedback. Feedback is the response by receiver to the sender after decoding the message. After understanding a message from a receiver, somebody sent you a message, you understood it. Your response, you will give a response also. Then only a communication is complete. So that is known as feedback. So every time you give a message to, you send a message to another person. Every time you pass an information to another person, make sure to get a feedback back. Feedback is coming to you. After understanding or reading the message by the receiver. So that is the feedback. So wait for the feedback, then only the communication completes. Noise. Noise is the hindrance and the barrier in the process of communication. There are so many hindrances or the barriers during the communication. The barriers are the factors that affect your communication or disturbs your communication and makes the makes a disturbance between you and the receiver. That is noise. It may be physical noise, or it may be psychological noise, it may be linguistic noise. See, somebody send you a message in a different language, in a Chinese language. You are not able to understand it. It is a linguistic barrier. Somebody sent you a message, somebody is talking with you from far distance. You are not able to hear. It's a physical disturbance. Or you are talking with a person, it's very near to you, but there is a disturbance between you in the form of a wall. Or traveling in a bike, a person sitting in front talking to a person in back, or a person sitting in the back while talking to a person sitting in front. They can't see. Actually, there is no physical distance, but because of the air, they are not able to communicate properly. So it is also a disturbance, and it may be psychological disturbance or psychological barrier. Psychological barrier that you are talking with somebody in a way that he can't or she can't understand whatever you are saying because of the psychological differences or their emotional differences. Emotionally, you can't communicate with another person. So these all are the barriers about the barriers, communication barriers, we will discuss in the coming classes. So once again, let us conclude. Let us discuss what is communication and the barrier. Communication is the process of transmitting information. You are transferring your ideas, or you're transferring information with another person through a channel. And the 7 elements of the communication process: sender sends the message, sender do the decoding. Decoding is the process of transforming your idea in the form of an understandable language. And the message you are making, you are encoding, or you are the encoded message, and you are sending this message to a receiver. Receiver receives the message and doing the decoding. Decoding means interpreting and understanding the message, then giving the feedback to the sender. Feedback is very important in the communication process. Feedback ensures that whatever you have sent a message in the form of a message to the receiver understood it or not. So feedback is the final stage that gives you communication, that information that the communication is successful or unsuccessful. And the noise is the disturbance are the hindrance. It may be in the form of physical, psychological, linguistic, or semantic or cultural differences, and the disturbances, hindrances that we will discuss in the coming classes. Okay, let us conclude now. Thank you.